Greetings gamers, welcome to part 5 of my Let's Play Fire Emblem 9, Path of Radiance, and in today's episode I have a lot of things to do. For instance, KOing this guy here. Gotta finish off Chapter 4, Roadside Battle. Very nice, very nice. One less steel bow wasted. Alright. I don't think Ike is going to be able to KO either. Well, he could with the Regal Blade. This might seem like a bit of a waste, but effective damage is not that great. And with the fact that it has 7 might and effective damage is double in this game, that means he only has 14 might against armored and cavalry units. Granted, that's actually quite good of a regular weapon. It's just not fantastic, considering that effective weapons are supposed to KO your opponent. It's the whole point of that give and take there. Alright, very nice. And alright, so what I'm going to have to do here... How many ranged units are going to reach Titania if I move her to her maximum, which would be here? Well, the boss, I don't think will reach. No. None of those guys will, so it's only this ranged unit there. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use her ranged weapon quite yet. Use an iron axe to finish off you. It was probably better of an idea to use the steel axe, but not really that big a deal. And then, I think it's... How much damage are you doing? 12. Yeah, you're going to do 10 to Soren. 8 weight, minus 3, so yeah, Soren's doubling there. That is fine. Alright, Titania, it's time to clear up the rabble. I'll be getting the rest of my units over there once she's cleared out this first little wave here, and I've dealt with the other unit down south who is still hampering my forces. Adept and a critical. Really, Soren, that's how you feel. Nice. And as you can see, wind is not all that great. With a base magic of 6, and I believe regular wind only has 1 might in this game. I didn't look at the stats, but it's super bad. I remember my last playthrough of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance that I recorded. I specifically used Soren with wind, and then halfway through decided I wanted to use him with thunder because I wanted him to have Rex Bolt and bolting access. But it was just too little too late. You basically have to start using Thunder on Soren and spamming it on Soren from the get-go. Once you are capable of obtaining Thunder, that's when you need to start using it on him in order to get to S rank. Which is really unfortunate, but it's just part of what the developers did to give him his own standout niche. He's supposed to be the early game wind mage, whereas you do get a early game thunder mage and a somewhat early game fire mage. In this game, because they took the fun out of everything, ooh, counter proc, doesn't have any mounted magic users. So there's also that to understand. It's not all that great that there is no mounted magic users, but what can you do? Alright. We are going to KO the bow guy, so... let's put you here. And you there. Very nice. One less use of that axe. Wasted. One less wasted. I appreciate that, Titania. I appreciate it quite a lot. Very funny. He's running away thinking that's going to help him any. Another crit. What is this? Crit day? Getting close to another level up there, Titania. Or is that... would that be her first? I actually think that might be her... is it her first level up? We'll be finding out very soon here. I'm going to be looking at her page to see if that's the case.
I've fought the Crimean army before. The Imperial Guard has some skill, but the rest are a poor joke. Which will you prove to be, Perhaps you'll offer me some more entertainment after all.
If you attacked us because you thought we were the Crimean army, you made a mistake. I left my post years ago. Now I'm nothing more than a common mercenary.
That means nothing to me. You're not of Daen, you're armed, and you're here. It's our job to destroy you. Simple, wouldn't you say? Come, dog, prepare yourself.
I'd just as soon as avoid this bloodshed, but that seems unlikely. If that's the way it is, I'll not hold anything back. Nice. We will be able to KO him next turn. I originally wanted to give Ike that experience point, show off the Regal Sword, but he's just too far back. I think even if we shove him completely with all of our units, there's no way he's reaching. Alright, so we didn't use that many hand axe uses, especially because Titania decided that she was going to crit everything. Very nice. Don't think hand axes actually work that way in real life, however. Alright, so... okay, Soren cannot shove. Oh, nice. So Ike can reach. 8 times 2, he is actually KOing here. And he has no chance of suffering a crit, so I think this is perfect.
Bah, you're nothing more than a bunch of ragtag sellswords. Who are you to oppose Daen? You are so terribly ignorant of your position in this world.
You refused to listen to us, and then you attacked us without provocation. Is this the way of the Daen army?
You're clearly a cheeky little monkey, aren't you? Once you're dead, you'll regret sassing me.
I don't think he'll regret much of anything. He'll be dead.
Wretched curse. You will regret your decision to oppose Daen.
Well, being honest, I'm not regretting it yet, so... Did we suffer any casualties? Any wounded or dead? No. Excellent. Well done.
I don't know. Taking out those Daen soldiers may have been a bad move. Hey, Shinon, what are you doing?
This swine's got some nice weapons. Besides, he ain't gonna complain. He won't need them where he's going. Shinon. Get a hold of yourself. We can't afford such behavior right now. Steal from the dead on your own time. What? You judgmental little... Soren, Shinon, stop this at once. This is no place for us to waste time bickering amongst ourselves. Let's clear out of here. We have to tell the commander what happened. Let's take this road. We should be able to cut through the forest and... Huh? Something wrong? No, as I said, this road... Wait, Ike. I just saw something move on the far side of that thicket. A wounded soldier, perhaps? Let's go have a look. Careful now. Oh no. Did you find anything, Rise? It's a woman. Leave her. We shouldn't get involved in matters that don't concern us. Oh. Thank goodness. It looks like she's merely fainted. Right. We better take her with us for now and make sure she's all right. Give me a hand, will you, Rise? Of course. I don't like this. You can't really say Soren is the voice of reason. He's more or less like the voice of cynicism. Not really so much reason. Chapter 5, Flight. Always thought this was a weird name for a chapter. Mercenary Fort. I know now what I did not know then. They're specifically talking about fleeing. But I'm talking about I thought it was strange when I was very, very young.
Father, brother, it's that lady Ike rescued. She's awake.
Really? Come on, let's greet our guest. So, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine, and you are?
The name's Greil. I'm the commander of this mercenary company.
My Lord Greil, you are the one who came to my aid, are you not? I don't know how to thank you.
Hold on. The one who found you and brought you here is my son, Ike. If you want to thank someone, thank him.
No, please, that's not... Lord Ike, was it? You have my gratitude.
Oh. Pardon my bluntness, but I have some questions for you. Tell me, who are you? What were you doing in that place? The place where Ike found you was evidently the site of a fierce battle between Crimean and Daean forces. Do you have some relation to the Crimean royal family? I make no promises, but we may be able to help you. Will you share your story with us?
You took me in and cared for me. I will place my trust in you. My name is Alincia Rydell Crimea. I am the daughter of King Raymond of Crimea.
What? You say you are the Princess of Crimea?
Yes.
That's an odd claim to make. I've never heard of King Crimea having any children.
That is to be expected. My heritage, my very existence has never been made public.
Why is that?
To avoid national turmoil. You see, I was born after my uncle, Lord Renning, was named as successor to the throne, so...
Stopping you right here. It wouldn't matter if 100 of you were born. He would still be the successor to the throne. Real monarchies are led and succeeded by the son, not a daughter. So it doesn't even matter. There is no turmoil here. I'm guessing this is just some kind of like modern romanticized take on this. It wasn't until very recently, well, not very recently, but it wasn't until the last couple of royal generations in England, in fact, that this was even a thing, where a woman could succeed. It's always the man. It's always the son. It is always that, because monarch specifically implies king. And a king is the one who holds the government authority in a kingdom. A queen, the literal definition of the name queen, is the mother of the king's children, the bearer of the children for the king, the bearer of heirs for the king, actually. She has no real authority in any kingdom. So this is humorous to say the least, but again, we're talking about a story that is a bit more modern than it probably should be. Romanticized medieval Europe spits on this. They kept you a secret to avert a possible blood feud. Yes, I'm willing to accept that for the time being. Very well. let's suppose that you are truly Princess Crimea. You must know what's become of the king and your uncle. I would like to hear that news.
My father and my mother are dead. They fell at the hand of King Ashnard. My lord uncle and the royal knights are still battling the Dayan army, I believe.
I see.
I fled the castle to follow my lord uncle's orders and seek refuge in the kingdom of Gallia.
In Gallia?
Yes, we believed that King Kanagus would grant me sanctuary, so that's where I was going. But we were discovered by Dayan troops, and I lost my escort of knights. My life, the life I have now, was purchased with the blood of those brave knights.
Does King Dayan know of your existence?
Yes. I was told the royals of each nation were informed of my identity in the event of dire circumstances.
If that's the case, they must be searching frantically for you.
Master Greil, my lord Ike, you said that you were mercenaries, did you not? Please, would you help me to gain Gallia? I beg of you, I have no one else to turn to.
Nighttime.
Princess Crimea, truly?
Father spoke to her as if he believed she was telling the truth.
I see.
What is it, Titania?
It's nothing. I was just remembering something from the past.
From the past? Back when you were still a Crimean royal knight?
What? How did you know about that?
A long time ago, I overheard Shinon and some others talking about it.
They keep such loose tongues.
Was it a secret?
No, it wasn't, but much like I have more experience than you, I also have many more things to worry about.
Like Princess Crimea?
Well, yes. I myself was unaware of the princess's existence, but now that I think about it, she does bear a striking resemblance to both the king and queen.
So she probably is the true princess. I wonder what Father will do. Will he take on her request?
We've got trouble. Outside, there are soldiers, a lot of them.
What? Is everyone here?
Yes.
Commander, what are the Dayan dogs saying? Turn over the Princess Crimea and leave the area immediately. Comply now or we will attack. Pretty straightforward. What are we going to do? That's what we're here to decide. One thing has been made clear by the arrival of our friends outside.
So I would say this confirms her identity as Princess Crimea, wouldn't you?
Yes, but what do we do now? I'd like to hear the opinion of everyone here. Titania, I'd like to hear from you first.
The blame for this war rests on Dayan. If we ally ourselves with them, the company's reputation will surely suffer. Conversely, if we deliver Princess Crimea safely, our stock will rise in the eyes of our primary employers. Our road is clear.
Soren, how about you?
There's nothing to think about.
We must deliver the princess to Dayan immediately. Even if Crimea is in the right? We are mercenaries. Our actions are dictated only by self-interest. If we want to ensure our future, we need Dayan and our debt. They will win this war, after all, and nothing else serves us better. Shinon, Gatry? Soren's a pompous, superior well, but he's got the right idea. Besides, the destination's Gallia, so it's a moot question. I don't care how much we get paid. There's no way under the sun I'm going to stinking beast country. Princess Alencia, she does possess a certain regal beauty. There's a lot to be said for that, you know? However, I do prefer country girls, a bit cuter and not quite so standoffish. Oh, forget I said that. Whatever you decide is good for me, Commander. Yep, yep. Oscar Boyd, what about the two of you? I agree with Captain Titania. If we turn the princess over to the Dayan army, we're essentially giving them permission to kill her. I'm in favor of helping her. That's what heroes are supposed to do. Well, Rise, what's your opinion? I believe that none of this hinges on whether she's a princess or not. Refusing to aid someone in need is not something we should ever do. That's what I think.
That's right, let's help her. Please, we have to help her.
And what about you, Ike? I agree with Titania. I say we help her and take her to Gallia. I see. I think I know where you all stand. Well then, here's my decision. We escort the princess to Gallia. Are you sure that's for the best, Father? Yes, besides, I think the choice has been taken out of our hands. What? Open your ears and listen. Listen, all of you. Huh? What is that? I don't hear a thing. Idiot, that's the problem. Don't you think that's a bit odd? Complete silence in all 4 directions? Oh, so that's what you're talking about. Not only are the animals quiet, but the bugs are silent too. And that is unnatural beyond belief, which means we're surrounded. The soldiers aren't waiting for an answer. They already decided to attack. It would appear they had no intention of keeping their side of the proposed bargain. They were planning on lulling us into a false sense of security and destroying every one of us. Yeah, that's why I say you're not the master tactician that people think you are, Soren. The voice of cynicism, not the voice of reason. Probably so, but the deal is, we're not so naive or inexperienced as to fall for their trap. Everyone take your positions. We're going to settle this now. I would love it if Greil would fight with us. I'll go and hold the rear entrance. Ike, you're in command here. Don't let the enemy take the front. Got it. Be careful, Commander. Ha! I'll give it a shot.
Reporting in, sir. The mercenaries have taken up arms and formed in the bailey.
Oh, so they've sniffed out our plan, have they? Which means they're not an opponent that will be easily fooled. We'll need something special.
Shall we continue with the planned attack?
No. Princess Crimea is somewhere within that fort. If we use flaming arrows to try to smoke them out, we might bring the princess to harm. We've been told to do our best to deliver her alive and uninjured. It would be preferable if they were to come out of their own accord. If they do, slay all but the princess.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, perfect. I am here in this new area. We're going to be trading Titania that javelin. She needs another ranged weapon. We're also going to be taking some of her items off of her. Steel axe can stay, but let's give a vulnerary over to Boyd. I honestly don't even need the other vulnerary, but I don't think that's so big a deal. Alright. Reposition. Titania, you have a task to take on that is going to be all your own. And I think that is perfect. Alright. Let's fight. Alright, so what I like doing in this chapter specifically is I like taking Titania as far down as possible. Yeah, she does hit somebody here, which is fine. Uh-huh. And Ike, you can go here. Equip that. I think this is a perfect little setup here. Alright. Attacking me at range when I don't have any. Shame on you. Alright. I should definitely be attacking this guy twice, but not really doing much damage, friend. Not really doing much damage at all. Alright. I don't think we have very many left who can attack him at range, hopefully. Now, Titania has the elixir on her, specifically because she's going to be going and fighting pretty much everybody to the south. By herself. which is nice. I'm going to be holding a position with the rest of my units here. And a level up for Boyd. Decent. I mean, speed is always good. Would be nice if you got some strength, too. Alright, Steel Lance. Decent damage. Ooh. Good job, Oscar. Good job. Taking out one enemy further. We don't have to worry about that guy coming back. And a torch. Yeah, that would have been nice if that dropped on Titania, actually. I could give it to her, though. It's not a bad idea. Alright, she's going to have her hands full with several enemies right now. It's kind of unfortunate that she has the hand axe equipped because she's going to be dealing with a bunch of ranged enemies later on in this chapter. But I was doing this specifically because I do believe there are some ranged units near the front. I didn't necessarily want blocking her way either. Nice. Defense and resistance. Very nice. Axe level up. I do think that is S rank. Yes, that is S rank. Nice. So, animations are now off. Yeah, we're gonna trade that torch. I really should have... Ah. Now we can torch. Alright, so Ike needs to back up a little bit. Unfortunately, Boyd kind of does too. Ah, this is a lot of enemies to deal with. Most of them only have iron weapons, so it's not really that big a deal. Alright. Take you out. I'm going to take you out with Shinon. Nice. So animations are off pretty much for the remainder of this playthrough, at least until I get to a certain point. Which is going to be unfortunate for some, I understand that, but it's okay. And that's my turn. Ah. Oscar needed to heal. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, but mistakes do get made. Nice, nice dodge. Yeah, Boyd has a bunch of vulneraries on him, specifically so that I can avoid needing to heal him as well as others, because taking a good look, you know, I'm surrounded by enemies. Very nice that Titania 2 hits there. Hopefully she does to the rest of these soldiers here. Nice, nice. And he dodged. Gatry, you're tanking pretty good. Yeah. So here is where a lot of the range enemies are. And unfortunately, I don't two-hit. I bet I don't two-hit any of these guys. Oh, well. I do, apparently. Some of them. Which is nice. I'm glad Titania is, because she definitely needs to clear out these guys as best as possible so that they don't go up and clog up more of the space. Titania is the only unit in my party who can reliably and consistently deal with all of these units here on difficult mode. Alright, Dakova. And that seems like a bit of a waste, unfortunately, but what can you do? Alright, so heal up Oscar. Probably wasn't it definitely wasn't needed for me to use that vulnerary, but oh well, better be safe than sorry. I have to shove Rise out of the way. This is one of the strong and good things about shove. The rest of my units here have to continue eating up some vulneraries until I am in a better position to deal with said enemies. Steel Axe will take care of you. Nice. Ooh. I have to hit both times. He missed, so I guess I don't really have to. But nice, nice. Alright. Good. Strength level up. And a hammer. Don't need it, but I appreciate it nonetheless. The hammer is very good to use on Dakova, the boss of this chapter, as he is an armored knight. Not good. Just HP? Are you kidding? Oh, well. That is a death for Ike. Oh, not here.
Ike, hang on. You're so young. Your life is just beginning. Please. Please open your eyes, Ike.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with that being said, I think this is a perfect and wondrous opportunity to bid our farewells. I want to thank you for joining me. If you like my content, please upvote and follow, or like and subscribe depending on your platform. And while you're at it, have a great and glorious day gaming.